Today's video is sponsored by Donna Music, who kindly provided the two pedals that we're reviewing today. The triple threat, their 3-in-1 multi-effects of distortion, phaser, and echo, and their yellow fall delay. Thank you, Donna, for sending these to me. If you're looking to build a budget pedal board, I think Donna offers a very strong value proposition. 15 years ago, if you bought cheap pedals you'd find on Amazon sold through fly-by-night companies, it's very likely they're made of cheap plastic. The switch feels like they'll break if you step too hard on them, and they just sound like
bees in a can.
This is not the case with the Donna pedals. While the triple threat and yellow fall go for $99 and $39.99 respectively, both pedals are very well built and hold up against my more expensive pedals. Fun fact, Donna and Jack White's company Third Man Hardware collaborated on a triple threat, which tells me there's design input from a musician and not just what looks and sounds acceptable on a circuit board. With a tiny form factor, you'll also be able to cram a lot more gear on limited pedal board real estate, like on my Pedal Train Nano here. Let's take a deep dive of the controls and possible tones out of these pedals. So let's see what I have on the board right here. I've got the two Donna pedals set up, the triple threat, which is routed out of my tuner, and that is going into the yellow fall, which is an analog style delay. Let's just set this up to level feedback. Let's set this to all noon and see what we get. That's quite nice. It's a decent tonal degradation. See how far that time goes. If I go to the shortest end, what do I get? I get like a slapback. That's too fast for any practical praise and worship thing. So why don't I bring it up to 1/4 of the way up? All right, we can start to get some of that. If I just bring up the level a bit, feedback. Very nice. I'm pretty sure I'm in the wrong key, but that was pretty cool. The fact that I didn't have to do any dialing in whatsoever except for the effect level and feedback, and I got a pretty decent dotted 8 tone just out of feeling it with the time knob. So this is about 150 BPM, I think. We'll find out in this magic corner here if I got the BPM right for timers now. 150 BPM? The thing about analog style delays that have totally no displays, just knobs and no millisecond readout is that you have to dial things by ear. The further end that you go on the right hand side, that's going to give you the furthest delay repeats from your original signal. In other words, that's going to be your slowest tempo song. Okay, you can think of it as this is just the quarter notes. And this was dotted 8th. I like how the delay is feedbacking just ever so slightly. You can also hear that because it's hitting the front end of the amp sim so hard, it's distorting. It's a pleasant kind of distortion. And most of the pedals in this kind of price range don't have a nice sort of wet section distortion. They end up sounding very harsh and digital, but this is quite decent. It's not bad. What I'm keen to find out is if I set all of this to the same settings with the yellow fall and the echo side of it, do I get the same sound? The oh yeah, it's almost the same. That analog degradation is very nice, and I can't believe for a pedal of this size and of this price, we're getting that kind of sound. It's not bad. The travel of the knob isn't uniform all the way. It's a bit logarithmic in the sense that you can hear that the tempo changes quite drastically on the left side of the knob. But Once you go from halfway onwards, not so much drastic changes into the tempo, but we can still have a decent amount for your daughter 8 stuff. What I'm keen to try is to stack the delays together. If I have them at the same time. Okay, that's pretty cool. Nope, too far away. Wow, that's such a nice blanket when you have the delays sort of feeding to each other and then having them fade out and degrade at the same time. It's quite a nice wash. Before we carry on, if you got a value out of this video, like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to grow the channel and join the community. Check out my Buy Me a Coffee page where you can directly support the channel. Thank you. Let's move on to the distortion. Oops. Yeah, it's a little bit noisy. This reminds me of the good old days when we had to control our guitars as we played them. When we turned the distortion up, that meant keeping your hands to yourself and playing straight away when you hit it on. Wow, it sings. Yeah, no, it's just louder too. It's almost fuzzy. Wow, check out that. Check out the sustain on that, man. This reminds me of songs like. Fun. I think I played a bit out of tune. You know, having fun when the guitar strings go out of tune and you're playing halfway. My favorite sound so far is to turn the gain about 1/4 of the way up and the volume just past the noon side of things so that this is acting more like a volume boost, which is how I would run a DS1 or even a rat distortion. So it sounds like this. It's just enough gain to play solos on. And last, of course, we have the phaser. Okay, it's handy that you have a level control because some of these modulation effects do have a dip in your signal once you turn the effect on. So it's very handy that they've come up with this little level control here. Some volume matching. What's the basic tone like? This really reminds me of Incubus stuff. nice. I like a slow phaser. It's so nice. If I turn the rate down and the depth up, I'm going to get some subtle movement as well. If you turn the delay on, one thing that you may not know about a phaser is that if you turn the rate and the depth up, you can get it to sound like a vibey kind of sound, like a... It's a bit seasick for chords, but once you turn on some distortion and play lead lines instead, you get that kind of faux keyboard kind of sound. I think this is a very good combination of effects to have the triple threat for its distortion and phaser, and you have two delays, the delay side of the triple threat and an yellow fall. When you combine these two together, these two guys really get that pushing the front end of an amp with delays, that wet section modulation sound very nicely. And to be able to achieve that sound at this price point is just amazing. Amazing value and amazing build quality of these pedals. In conclusion, I'm very pleasantly surprised at the value I'm getting out of these supposed budget effects options. You're getting great build quality and tone when compared to other competitors at this price point. And I dare say, it's hard to beat. If you've watched this far, congratulations, you've unlocked the secret 15% off the triple threat with my code AAWG at Donna Music's online store. Links will be in the pinned comment and description box. And if you have any questions at all, please feel free to send them into the comment section below. This video is part of my Budget Gear series, which is slowly expanding thanks to the companies and retailers I'm partnering with to show you how wallet-friendly gear doesn't mean you can't get Sunday-ready tone. If you've enjoyed this video, please check out the rest of the playlist, as well as a video I'm going to release about building a pedal board on a small budget but with big tones. See you there.